Steven Guerrero right here with the legendary Abel Sanchez. Tell me, brother, beautiful victory tonight. Luis Feliciano was in a tough fight against Gomez. It was a good scrap. It was a great scrap. Tell us about it.
You know, Golden Boy in the last 3 or 4 shows has put on some exceptional fights. They're pitting 2 kids that are undefeated. In fact, the main event was 2 kids that were undefeated also. So we knew, and Ben knew that Gomez is a tough kid. We had him in the gym before sparring with some of the other guys. But Ben's been working with Luis and slowly trying to get him to understand how the professional. He had a great amateur career, but the professional is a different game. And Ben's been doing a great job with him.
Yeah, man, it was just it's a beautiful fight. I mean, I don't even, it was two prospects. I feel it was early kind of in their careers, but they're both kind of at the same level, so it's not like, one had an advantage either way, and I feel he kind of rose to the top of Feliciano.
Ben and I both feel, and Ben's the one to mention it first, that Luis made it a tougher fight than it had to be. He could control the fight with the jab and keep his distance, but you know what, you get in the ring and the crowd starts yelling and chanting and booing and all that stuff. So he fought a little more difficult fight than he had to, but it was a good win for him. Good win against a very, very, very good fighter.
Definitely, man. I don't know what's next. I mean, are we talking top 15, top?
That's something you'd have to ask Ben and the management, Ralph and his brother. But I'm sure that after this fight, give him a couple, maybe not fights at this level, but something that he can just continue to work on the progress of learning his craft. This fight here is probably more important than a knockout, even though it's better on a record, a knockout. But this fight teaches him some of the things that he's got to go back to the gym and continue to work on. We as coaches can coach and coach and coach, and sometimes they don't listen to us. Sometimes they don't believe us. Fights like this make them believers, because you can go back to the gym and look at the video and see that's what I was telling you that you were supposed to do. So Ben's got his work cut out for him, and so does Luis, but that's what this is all about, man. Yeah. Development.
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. Yeah, it was exciting for me sitting down there.
I could tell, man. I could tell. I know you love it.
And you know what? I've had him in my gym off and on since he turned pro. So in fact, when he was an amateur, it's watching him develop and watching him grow, and he's such a nice young man that it's even more fun watching him succeed, because he is a very nice young man.
It's definitely true, man. He's a quality guy for sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little just boxing. Recently, Andy Ruiz, I believe it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. I believe he finally agreed to it. I think just recently. The rematch with Joshua. I don't know how do you see that playing out?
Well, I think that if I know there's a lot of people upset about the fact that it's going to be in Saudi Arabia and there's not going to be a big crowd like there would be anywhere else here in the world. But if Andy and Anthony Joshua decide that that's okay with them, it's up to them. They're the ones getting in the ring. So we're going to see it on TV. Obviously, we're not going over there.
You're not going to Saudi Arabia?
No.
You're at your passport ready? Not too hot for you?
I've traveled enough for this year. But anyway, I see it as a difficult fight. I think whenever somebody wins a title, anybody at any weight, when somebody wins a title, they become better fighters. They become better fighters because now they even though they were good before, they have something to lose now. Now it's there. That's his belts. No, that's his belt, and he's not going to want to give him up very easily. So it's a matter of also Anthony Joshua making sure that he whatever the issues were prior to the first fight are not issues again. And I see a tough. I see a decision, man, going a close decision one way or the other. Joshua's got very, very good skills, but Andy is always overlooked just because of what he looks like. But you can't do that. The man can fight.
Yeah. Do you feel, you said a decision, so do you see more of a tactical fight this time around?
Absolutely. I don't think they're going to. I think that Anthony keeps him on the outside, and I think Anthony uses his skills. For some reason, I think that night there was something wrong. I'm not taking away anything from Andy, because Andy did his job, but that's not the guy that fought Povetkin. That's not the Joshua that fought Povetkin. And so if he's at the level like when he fought Povetkin, I think we have a 12-round. Kind of like the fight we had tonight. Mm-hmm. Both guys skilled. It's a good fight.
With Anthony Joshua's doing more interviews, kind of came out against Lennox Lewis. I'm sure Lennox Lewis said something he didn't like. I believe Anthony even said recently that Andy caught him with a lucky punch. Those things, do you feel like, is that telling on his mental state right now, or is that just maybe just talking a lot because he's doing a lot of interviews? I mean,
well, Andy's doing a lot of interviews too. Look, they were in a historic fight. And the historic fight, unfortunately, wasn't won by Joshua, was won by Andy. But Andy made history. Not only the first Mexican heavyweight champion, but the fact that he beat a guy that he wasn't supposed to beat on a 6-week notice of a fight. So Joshua has to, I guess, try to build himself up in that way. But the fights with Lennox Lewis and all these people are now. Wait till we get 8 weeks away from the fight, and if he still continues to do that, and he's still more interested in what's going on outside, then we have problems.
Sir, thank you so much for your time, and I'll let you get to it. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you.